Hey there, Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, Sagittarius Rising. It's Maggie from Indirected. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. We have a lot of things going on this week. So we have the Scorpio new moon coming up at the end of the week. We've got Mercury doing its thing. I actually am experiencing a technical delay with your video and with Capricorn because I think it was probably scheduled just the way it worked out. It was exactly 5 hours, but the power went down last night while I was still editing and recording videos. It was awesome. So it is early on Monday morning, and as soon as this is done, I will edit and post it, and we'll be good to go. So I will timestamp for the part for the monthly. So I'm going to cover the monthly of Scorpio season, and I did some channeled messages, and that'll be included with the timestamped part of the monthly messages. But let's see what your overall energy for the week is. I want to thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your comments. You help me to grow my channel, but more importantly, you help me to connect with you. And when my energy is connected with yours, then you're more likely to find a reading that resonates for you. You should check out your sun, your moon, your rising. Some of these readings this week have been very, very specific. And so if it's not resonating, check out the other aspects of it. Okay, seriously, I do not like that card, and I want clarification. Scorpio. Oh, this is Sagittarius. So, are you up all night? Worried? Because that's the energy I have. It was the 9 of Swords, which is that can't get any sleep, staying up late. Got too much on my mind energy. I don't know, clarification on what that's about. Oh, that's too many. It's a lot. Let's see what we have going on here. Maybe you just have a lot on your mind, and that's why there's so many cards that came out when I asked for clarification. So here was the energy that we have. My roommate is Sagittarius rising, and we didn't get much sleep because of the power outage because we weren't really sure what was going on. Oh, okay, but these are wonderful. Okay, so I think you're worried because you just have a lot going on. So, yes, 5 of Wands. This is the energy of I have a lot going on. There's things tugging to see there. There's that tug of war. There's this battle. There's like all these things, that energy and effort going into a lot of things. But the things that are going on are wonderful. So take a deep breath, in through the nose, out through the mouth, release the anxiety so that it is not blocking your flow of energy and your ability to manage, because you have 2 beautiful aces. So the cycle, the typical cycles were ending, a new beginning. So we have the Ace of Cups, which is an emotional new beginning. It is the way it is in this, it's like a creative, teamwork-oriented activity. And then we have the beautiful Ace of Wands, which is about your opportunity to really create what you want, what's important to you. What do you want to create? So spirits involved there, the elements of the earth, there's ancestral elements, there's this beautiful teamwork, this overflowing opportunity. So I feel like you're just stressed because you have a lot going on, which is not so bad. It's bad that you're not getting any sleep. So, really want to recommend that at night, if you can't sleep because you got too much on your mind, turn on the light, get out that piece of paper and pen, write the crap down, get it off of your mind onto paper, and then allow your subconscious to work on it overnight, and you will sleep much better. Because I think what you're trying to do is figure out what would be emotionally satisfying and financially secure. So the King of Pentacles is about being abundant and planting your seeds of intention. And with these aces here, I think you're worried about, am I planting them in fertile ground? What are the opportunities they have? It feels very business oriented. And how can I manifest this sense of the 9 of Cups of really having it all? And so no wonder you're a little stressed, but honestly, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's just a lot of cards, number 1. It's just a lot of I want to say relax, but I just don't think there's any other way to handle that, as I think you need to let the energy flow. So here's what I think has got you stressed out, is you're wondering how you're going to manifest everything. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. So Monday, right now, in about 6 hours from now, as I'm recording this, the moon moves into Leo. And Leo energy in this position is about trying to wrap things up. We are in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde. And so, yes, wrapping up projects that you've been working on. Understanding that this is like, you feel like, I've worked really hard to get this and earn this respect of where I'm at in this position. How do I hang on to it? Kind of energy. So there feels like there's like some resistance. That could be that Five of Wands. But I think if you surrender, if you allow the divine to guide you, if you release the fears and the anxieties and don't let it keep you up at night, and you just surrender into this energy, I think maybe you'll feel a lot better about it, and you'll realize that you're capable of manifesting anything that you want. That's what the King of Pentacles tells me. And it's actually, so you are a divine spark of God. You are a co-creator. You absolutely can manifest whatever you want. And I think this is about you needing to believe in that. It's a fact, but do you believe it? Becomes the question. So we have Hathor, which is about contentment, which is this Nine of Cups energy. And so you really think you're just trying to push forward to finding that space in your life where you feel content. She looks pregnant. So she's birthing a new idea. Those Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups. And she's hoping to find the contentment and the manifestation. And I think that if you allow yourself to get in flow with the universe, you're going to find that you can get there. Now, some of the energy I picked up for this week when I was working with it was, I heard the Janet Jackson song, What Have You Done For Me Lately? And I think that if you are pushing really, really hard and you're always thinking, well, what have you done for me lately? I think that you lose that sense of contentment. And so focusing on what makes you feel satisfied, being satisfied with what you have while you're working to create more. When you show gratitude for what you already have, that raises your vibrational energy. When you raise your vibrational energy, you attract in higher vibrational opportunities and people into your life. And so I really feel like the attitude of gratitude is really going to be beneficial for you this week. So when that moon moves into Virgo on Wednesday at 3:39 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, this is about, what do you need to release in order to find peace in your life? But the energy of the moon in this position is about the principles and of what you believe in. It's about the analysis, because Virgo is about analysis in a lot of ways, but this is about finances. And so this creation here, this creative project, and this King of Pentacles here, you might want to take a look at, review your budget, analyze it. Where can you cut and release things? So where are you overspending? Do you need to release the anxiety over the money, or can you make some actual changes in it that help you to feel more safe and secure about it? And so the energy you have for this is, you have Bear, use power and wisdom. And when I see this is about creating security, and it feels like financial security. And so using your power and your wisdom, going through your budget, figuring out what works for you. But then on another level, you have the Hedgehog. Be a magnet for light, joy, and love. That is, allow yourself to relax into the energy. Don't be stressed about it, so you can raise your vibration so that you can bring in all this good stuff to you. So it is attracting, not chasing. It is attracting, not worrying. It is confidence and belief and being content with what you have, and understanding that when you are grateful and you feel content with where you are, then you actually open the doors of opportunity. And I don't mean contentment like resting on your laurels, because that's not good either. This energy here says do not rest on your laurels. But I think it's the ability to be grateful for what you've already accomplished. Take a look at where you are and how far you've come. Okay. Also, if you are a Scorpio and you are watching this, cross-watching this, I want to wish you a happy birthday, because on Wednesday at 1:20 p.m. that sun moves into Scorpio and it begins the Scorpio season. which is why we're going to be doing the Scorpio monthly reading here. I do still have some spaces left to do the personalized Scorpio reading. So, all right. So on Friday, lots of things going on. Like the energy is really shifting and changing. So Mercury is going into its storm phase, which means it's not retrograde yet, but it is slowing way the heck down, and things are going to feel very delayed. The energy, I was laughing this morning, I'm like, yeah, it's already getting me. Okay, so if you are a water sign or you have water significant in your chart, Scorpio is really going to affect you, especially if you're Scorpio. But it's going to affect everyone in a variety of ways. Take a deep breath. Okay, this weekend is a great time to kind of maybe step away from the crowd, do your analysis, do your productivity, wrap things up. I think you'll be very productive, but I think you'll be productive if you're not being distracted with the noise and the confusion that as that static starts to increase as Mercury slows down. I think that you're going to find that's beneficial. Also, the moon goes void, of course, in Libra. And with it being the weekend and going into the weekend, because it happens Friday, 4:20 p.m. is when it moves into Libra. And so there is this opportunity to just let it ride and slow down through it and just relax. If you need to rest this weekend, go ahead and rest. I think you need to spend some time in regeneration. So you have Cyrnos, life force. But Cyrnos is also about time and time management. And it says, express your driving passion, sensual and sexual powers are increased. Oh, does that suck? You know, a nice lazy weekend hanging out with those that you like. We have Hilaron, divine healing. Honor. Okay, so this is that being willing to take that rest. Honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support, so that your light can support others. And so I think just slowing it down, taking a little space for yourself, or maybe one or two people that you really care about, but just not being in the big crowds, I think this weekend will be very beneficial for you. So the moon is going to move into Scorpio on Sunday, and it's late, but the moon is new there, and I wanted to kind of spend a little bit of time talking about this new moon, because this new moon is about honoring your own divine sovereignty, understanding that you are the spark of the divine, and you are here to create, to co-create, taking responsibility for what you are here to do becomes really important. And so feeling empowered, self-empowered. We have the swords here of truth, of balance, of justice, but it's the integration of the divine masculine and the divine feminine energy that comes with the Scorpio new moon and Lilith. And Lilith is about, hey, I want to be respected for who I am. I don't want to be in charge of you, but I don't want you being in charge of me. I want an equal partnership. And so there's a lot of that kind of energy. And that equal partnership is also, you know, you're co-creating with the divine. And you co-create with people around you. And so this teamwork, to bring this joy and this happiness. So less fighting against the tide, more getting into the flow, but standing up for yourself. And so this says strength. Stay afloat and feel steady and calm. So yes, get into the flow. That is where you're going to find the strength. And you have meditate. And we have the Hilaron here, which also makes me think meditate. And so this weekend in particular, if you have opportunity to do a little quiet time, some meditation, some journaling, whatever it is that works for you, taking a walk, sometimes with fire signs is very beneficial, getting out in nature, but just allowing the guidance to flow in and allowing the anxieties to flow out. So maybe a nice long saltwater bath is what's on order, you know? Dim the lights, whatever it takes. Just kind of relax into it. And so you have here, don't let pride get in your way, and the answers you need are coming. So don't push so hard, get in the flow. The answers you need are coming, and don't be full of false pride. when it says don't let pride get in the way, there's two kinds of pride. There is the pride in what you have done that is well-deserved, that is honoring yourself and honoring your efforts and honoring who you are and where you come from and what you've been doing. That's important. It really is. But there's that sense of false pride that comes with it's really arrogant. And arrogance is never good. Arrogance stems from a lack of self-confidence. People who are truly arrogant, it's because they don't truly believe in themselves. And so arrogance is false pride. And so don't let false pride get in your way. And also, you may have a really great idea, something that you really believe in, this new idea, but maybe not everyone sees your vision. Don't let pride stop you, like because people don't share your vision. Don't let that stop you from chasing your dreams, following through on your visions either. So what other people think, what other people say, shouldn't have that much weight in your life. To a certain degree, yes, but we should always listen and hear other people out and be willing to work collaboratively with people, much like this Ace of Cups, right? Working collaboratively to bring your dreams in. You can be, my kids were swimmers, you can be a state champion in an event, and still your team might not place in the top 5 of the state because it's a team effort. So even though you've done your part and you're excelling in your aspect, you have to be able to help others and bring them along. In swim meets, relays have much more weighted scoring than an individual event. And so it is the teamwork that matters. And so I kind of feel like this new idea, this whatever you're working on, teamwork is going to matter. And if you are feeling all swollen up with pride because you're really good at what you're doing, but you're not being a leader and you're not bringing other people along, you may find that you're struggling. That's that 5 of Wands energy. And you might find that you're pushing really in a different direction than you wanted to go. So I'm actually going to timestamp this for a couple of seconds before, because I feel like that message has a lot to do with what I picked up in your channeled message. And so teamwork and being able to work and move things along becomes really important, because when I was channeling, what I did is I picked index cards of different colors to represent the different chakras, and you received yellow, which is the solar plexus. That is represented by Leo. And remember, you had that Leo, don't let false pride get in your way. So this is actual confidence and belief in yourself, not false pride, not arrogance, because what I saw was you building something. I heard building something, and what I saw was a bricklayer laying the bricks in precision to lay the foundation for something. And I heard it needs a solid foundation. It needs to be well planned. It needs to be well executed. And it needs to be sustainable long term, because then what I saw was a mason, like from the Middle Ages, that was building a cathedral. And that takes self-mastery, that takes skill, that takes craftsmanship, that takes time, but it also takes teamwork. You can't do it on your own. You aren't building that cathedral by yourself, right? And so it takes teamwork, and it takes attention to detail. And so I think this not having false pride, this not fighting, but getting in the flow, working as a team is going to be really important this month. And the affirmations that came to me for you were, I am building something of lasting value. I am competent and capable. I am aware of even the smallest detail. Whoa, with Mercury retrograde, super important that you're paying attention to the details, right? And I am a craftsman. So yes, pride in who you are and pride in your capabilities, but not false pride and arrogance. I think that could really be detrimental to you. So we are going to go ahead and get into what I call the 9-card spread, laughingly, because it's never 9 cards. But that's what I call it. So let's go ahead and see what we have coming up for the month for you. With that, remember, if you haven't been here before, It is the key to the situation is the first card that comes out. It's the center card. We will cover past, present, and future, thoughts, feelings, and actions. I assigned Lenormand. These are really stuck. I assigned Lenormand cards, Lenormand houses to the cards to help me to, okay, to help me to, that is really stuck energy. I'm a little worried about that. To help me, oh, there you are. This is what's on your mind, this creative force. This, I can do it. I have the power. I have the ability. It's definitely a creative project that you're working on. Wow, this is just, yes. Alright, so your overall energy, at least it's in the reverse. Okay, so we have the War of the Roses. The War of the Roses in the upright is not a good card. The War of the Roses in the upright is getting ready to do battle. When I see that Five of Wands energy, I think that that is what is going on this week. If you can, for the month, turn it upside down and find a way to collaborate, to lay down your weapons and work together in a collaborative manner, like this Ace of Cups energy here, I think that you will find that you can manifest this new idea and bring about that emotional satisfaction that you are desiring. It's going to take teamwork, whatever this is, teamwork to build, to master the craft, to become the King of Pentacles overall. And it takes understanding what your forces are, right? Melding things together, alchemy, understanding that you're co-creating with spirit, but you're also appears to be co-creating with others. So the key to the situation is paying attention to your intuition. You have amazing intuition, Sagittarius, and so when you tap into your intuition and you allow it to guide you, I think that you will find you can navigate these waters very easily. In the recent past, you've been delving into trying to receive information by trying to tap into the Akashic field, which is the energy around you of spirit of your past lives. And so I think that it's working because here we have the Oracle of Delphi, so you're getting the information. And I do feel like it's empowering you. So when you stop fighting the universe and get in the flow with the universe, I think you're going to see significant progress. This is beautiful. Okay, so in the upright, this is not beautiful, okay? It says the treasure, but he's looking around like, oh my gosh, things have been stolen from me. But in the reverse, which is how it came out, this is about understanding that, see, I don't know if you can see it really well in this light, but there's a treasure chest right here. In the reverse, the treasure chest, it's open and the coins fall out. The hidden treasure. What you didn't see. So maybe there's been some chaos, that Nine of Swords energy, that Five of Wands energy that's been, you know, you've been up against it. But I think this month you understand, you understand if you're following your intuition that you can create, and you are going to figure out where the hidden treasure is in everything that's been going on. In the recent past, you have been blocking, because it was in the reverse, you have been blocking the flow of abundance from spirit. You've been, because of, I feel like your anxieties, you're worrying, you're staying up and worrying about the same thing. It's that worrying energy creates energy around you, which is lower vibrational, and it blocks the flow of abundance. So when you can release, because this is in the area of the mice and the anxieties, right? And you're worried about, is it coming? Is it coming? I feel like I'm not. This could be financial. This could be emotional. It could be spiritual. Whatever this flow of abundance is that you've been trying to bring in, you worrying about it is been creating a block. So when you recognize that you have the power, you've always had the power to co-create with spirit, and you start paying attention to your intuition, start making decisions based on what you're feeling, what you know to be right in your heart of hearts. And Sagittarius, you know how to do this better than most. You will start to progress forward in the way that is going to, like you have the muse, it's going to raise your spiritual level. I think at your heart, something is going to inspire you in the heart. That is that Ace of Cups energy, that creative expression, something that is inspiring you on a very creative level to bring about the contentment in your life. It's beautiful. In the recent past, the obstacle has been you've been stuck on an idea, because we have diversity in the reverse. There's been opportunities, lots of things, but you've been like, no, it's got to be this way. You've been stuck trying to figure out, oh gosh, trying to figure out, see into the future, know exactly where you're going, exactly what, you're stuck on an idea of how things are supposed to be. And when you open up and you allow the universe to bring you the good things, then you open up the flow of abundance. When you say, the only way that I'm going to feel abundant is this exact situation right here, that's not co-creating with spirit. That's like, I want it this way and only this way, and this is the only way that works. So when you open up and you allow the co-creation, and have a more general idea, instead of being so specific about time, place, date, situation, but instead say, this is where I want to end up, and these are some of the steps I'm going to take toward that. As you start moving in that direction, the doors of opportunity open up, and you might find that you are moving in a different direction than you might have thought you would, but you're getting to the destination with a much larger flow of abundance coming to you. So getting in touch with spirit and allowing yourself to work intuitively forward instead of being stuck with this is how it's going to be, is going to be very, very beneficial moving forward for you. And so right now, this is in the reverse. It says wishes fulfilled, but when it's in the reverse, it means that you're not there yet. You're just working forward to all of this abundance. So what's the next step? What's the next step? Paying attention to detail. Okay, so up in the air is the outcome, but it's in reverse, which means whatever it is that you're trying to figure out, if you pay attention to your intuition, you're going to know. You're not going to be indecisive about it. You're not going to be thinking things are up in the air. Things are going to feel solid. You're going to feel like you found your footing. You're going to feel more grounded. So being grounded while listening to your intuition is also important. It's all of the elements. So you can't just rely on your intuition, and you also need to be grounded to take practical steps. Don't allow yourself to get caught up in the air and by being overly specific or worse, being stagnant, frozen in place, fearful of making the wrong step. Because if you take a step in a direction, you can't get off your path. You might get nudged into a better direction by spirit if you're open and willing to listen. But in the meantime, there's lessons to be learned along the way. And so allowing yourself to learn things and to grow becomes important. All right, so remember what I said. It's not just about being up in the air. It's about maintaining that balance. You know, keeping a foot on the ground, finding the balance. It's the energy in, the energy out, the yin and the yang. It's being open to receiving. It's being able to give. It's staying balanced. Look at this. You have the key to success. You have it. It's right there. You have this idea, this plan that needs to be nurtured. It needs to be loved. It needs to be grown. So self-care, yes, I see that too. But what I really think is that there's some idea, some project, and it needs to be nurtured and cared for. Could you be pregnant? Absolutely. I see with this Ace of Cups, this Ace of Wands, this King of Pentacles, I see this contentment, and now the baby showing up. Some of you may be pregnant, and if you are, congratulations. It's that nurturing and caring and loving for energy, trying to stay balanced, and working your way to, you have the key to the abundance, though. And I feel like because it's in this crystal ball, I feel like it's your intuition. Your intuition feels like the key to your abundance. And we have the intuition, the Oracle of Delphi, in the key position there. So I think listening to your higher self is going to be the key to your success. Not getting caught up in false pride, nurturing and caring, and staying balanced. Keeping your feet on the ground and listening to your intuition and your higher self. Very, very much a balancing act. Wow. Defend to the end the worthwhile. See the Owl of Wisdom? There's tears there. There's a release. There's letting go of the anger. But remembering that love is the most important thing. And self-love feels really important in this. If you're... This feels like self-love. This feels like also defending what you know to be true. And standing in your truth. It says, see the true you. She's reflecting on who she is. I think this defending to the end would be this belief and this love in yourself. This knowing that you came here with a purpose. And focusing on nurturing and caring for yourself, loving yourself, keeping yourself balanced, moving forward. This is how you get your wishes fulfilled. It's the balancing act. It's the balancing act. I am competent and I am capable. I am building something of lasting value. I'm aware of even the smallest detail. I am a craftsman. That's the real you. You are a craftsman. You are building. You are manifesting. You are a manifester of your dreams. You co-create with spirit. So, oh wow. You have mystic healer. Healing energy flows through you. I almost feel like seeing the real you is understanding how intuitive you are and how much power there is in that and how it can take you so far. And then we have traveling lightly. Simplify your life. Releasing negative energy, that 5 of Wands, laying down your swords, walking away from things that are not working, moving lightly toward the future, releasing the emotional baggage, releasing the negative karma, healing yourself through your intuition, healing yourself through communication with spirit. This looks like meditation more than journaling, to be honest. So if you can meditate and then take notes on what you did, keep a journal on it, that would be great. But you know what? Automatic writing is channeling the spirit. It's a really great way to tap into your inner knowing and inner wisdom if meditation is complicated. So when I first was starting on my journey, I actually used oracle cards. And whatever I felt the energy of and I picked them, then I would read the book on it and what did I think of that. And so then I would journal about what card I got and what did it trigger when I was reading it. And I found that to really be very helpful in helping me to learn how to pay attention to my inner wisdom and guidance and trust it. And wow. So, in case you didn't know, you're supposed to meditate. You have amethyst meditation, and you have fluorite, which is learning. So being open to what other people have to say. It's co-creation with spirit. So being open to learning with spirit, but also be open to learning from the people around you, because we have that teamwork thing going on. You cannot build the cathedral by yourself. So being open to learning new ways to become the craftsman, right? I am a craftsman. And so that takes practice, it takes learning, it takes skill. So what do you need to learn this month? Who can you learn it from? And meditation, because part of who you're learning it from is your higher self and your spirit guide team. And so co-creating with spirit to get where you're going. It's a beautiful reading, Sagittarius. Really great energy. So have a great month. I will see you next week for the weeklies. And you take care. I will talk soon.